So I was just starting to explain about the different pronunciations, whether you're chanting in regular Sanskrit or if you are making it a tantric mantra. And we all know the mantra Om, and it ends with a M, so it's an AUM sound, is how they say it. But if you want to turn it into a tantric mantra, which I'm going to be singing tonight, you can pick which level you want to do it. But you want to make an sound, like the sound in croissant. Yes, like a duck. So you can turn your sound off if you don't want me to hear you. But practice that sound. And then notice where it resonates. So if you're saying Om, where is the resonance happening for you?
I'm not even sure I can do it the way you're saying. I can't.
Okay. Well, if it's too hard, because this is more of an advanced version, we'll just sing Om for you. But the difference is that the Om, the vibration is coming here to the lips, and that's where the energy is coming. And when you do Om, it's vibrating all the way here, so the energy is actually going up and hitting the Svadhisthana chakra, the crown chakra. So you don't have to remember all of that stuff. But we'll get started, and I'm imagining we'll have people jump on as we carry on. So I've put. Can you see the words in the chat that I've put? The mantras. Okay. So those are 4 different mantras. We're going to sing just one line of each first, or one line is going to be, and we'll sing that a bunch of times. So the words are Om. When I do this, it means you say it. Gung.
Gum.
You can say gum if you want. I'm going to do the Anuswara pronunciation with the sound. So you can do Om Gum Ganapatayai Namaha. Let's do that together. Om Gum Ganapatayai.
Ganapatayai
Good. Namaha.
Namaha.
So it means Om is the sound that started the whole universe. Gum or gun, as I'll be doing, gun is the bija mantra or the seed mantra for Ganesha. And it doesn't actually matter whether you believe in these deities as living, breathing deities or not, or if you just want to connect to the archetypes. But Ganapataye is a form of Ganesha. Ganesha. Let's practice that. Ganesha.
Ganesha.
Good. Good. Ganesha. The tongue curls back on the end.
Ganesha.
And as we're doing this, part of why I'm being so technical is because it actually activates different energy points in the mouth and in the body. So it'll open up different nadis as we get ready to chant. So we'll do it word by word. So Om,
Om
Gang,
Gang
Ganapatayai.
Ganapatayai.
Good. Ganapatayai
Ganapatayai
Namaha.
Namaha.
So it basically means I bow to Ganesha, the lord of the Ganas, who has extra power and extra might and Shakti. That's what the Ye. And Namaha is like I bow. So I bow to the essence of the sweet form of Ganesha, is what they're saying. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and mute, and we'll just sing this a bunch of times. And the idea is to get in touch, get into the flow. It's like a river of the mantra. Doesn't matter what it sounds like, because I'm not going to be able to hear you. You can watch my lips if you get distracted, or if you need help with the pronunciation. But I also really recommend that You sing out loud to have the vibrations and the sounds really moving through you. And as I mentioned earlier, it'll activate that vagus nerve, which helps to downregulate the body. So I'm using the harmonium just to help sustain the sound. Oh, one other important thing, you have to breathe to do this practice, because if you don't breathe, there's no air. So you do have to make sure that you're inhaling, and the exhale will happen as you sing. But make sure so exhaling, inhaling to prepare. Om Gum Ganapatayai Namaha. 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 Om Gum Ganapatayai Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gum Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gum Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gum Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gum Ganapataye Namaha. Gum Ganapataye Namaha. Om 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 Gum Ganapataye Namaha. Inhale for another Om. Gently closing your eyes, coming and sitting in the sacred silence. Feeling the resonance of the mantra moving through you. We've been chanting to Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. Allow that to move through your field now. Any obstacles to singing out loud or having your voice heard in the world, you invite Ganesha to come and help eliminate those obstacles. So some of what we're practicing this evening, and welcome Naomi, it's good to see you. A lot of what we're practicing here tonight, even though we're using some tantric pronunciations on some of the mantras, we are actually practicing bhakti yoga. So that word is bhakti, Bhakti. The H is aspirated, bhakti yoga. And the word bhakti means yoga of love or yoga of devotion, bhakti yoga. So I'd like to read from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. I'll be reading in first in Sanskrit and then an English translation called the Radiance Sutras. It's not really a direct translation, it's more of a poetic interpretation. But you can just listen to the beauty of the Sanskrit. Bhakti udrekat viraktasyaya drishti jayati mati sa shakti shankari nityam bhavayetam tata shiva. Be wildly devoted to someone or something. Cherish every perception. At the same time, forget about control. Allow the beloved to be themselves and to change. Passion and compassion, holding and letting go. This ache in your heart is holy. Accept it as the rise of intimacy with life's secret ways. Devotion, or bhakti, is the divine streaming through you from that place in you before time. Love's energy flows through your body, towards a body, and into eternity again. Surrender to this current of devotion and become one with the body of love. So that's from Sutra 98. I highly recommend this book, The Radiant Sutras. It's really, really beautiful. So I'm glad to see some of the reactions up there. So, and the love. Yes, we've got to have some love if we're practicing bhakti. Thank you for bringing Ganapati Darshan for us tonight with your shirt. So thank you so much. Yay! That was a nice surprise. All right, well, we're going to move on to the next mantra in a moment, to Saraswati. But we're chanting a lot to the goddess tonight because we're on the second night of Navaratri, and that's 9 nights to the goddess. Normally you chant to Saraswati and Kali and Lakshmi. Maybe we will do a Lakshmi mantra tonight. I don't know. But we're going to chant next to Saraswati. So the words are Om, Eim Saraswatyai. Let me do that word again. Saraswatyai Namaha. And it's Om, the sound that started the whole universe, that contains everything. Eim is the bija mantra for Saraswati. Saraswatyai is Saraswati with some extra shakti with the yai, and Namaha is like namaste, I bow to. So we're going to chant that a bunch of times. Now, we can sing mindlessly, but this is really a meditation, so I invite you, wherever you are, you can get up and dance and move around if you like. keep your mind on the mantra and the mantra on the mind. So you want to keep your mind as focused as possible on the mantra. That's when we're really practicing yoga and not just singing mindlessly, which is the goal of what we're doing. And you'll notice a big difference if you do it that way by the end of our practice. So we'll sing Om Eim Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Eim Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Eim Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Eim Saraswatyai Namaha. words are Om Eim Saraswatyai Namaha. And we're invoking the goddess Saraswati, the goddess of learning, the goddess of speech, of music, of creativity. And she's very sattvic, she's very pure. So I love the yearning in that melody to really call her in closer to us. Been watching some of you drink, and I highly recommend doing that to lubricate your throat. Oh, love it. I wish I could hear the harmonies. Thank you for the harmonies. All right. So I think we will chant to Lakshmi. Om Shri MahaLakshmayai Namaha. Okay, so I put the next mantra in the chat, and it's following the same form. It's using bija mantras or honorifics like Shri. Shri is the luminosity. It's the bija mantra for Lakshmi, and Maha means great. So the great Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of abundance. So yeah, let's welcome her in. Om Shri MahaLakshmayai. That's a bit of a mouthful, so let's try that word by word. Om Shri MahaLakshmayai MahaLakshmayai Namaha. Namaha as I bow. All right, let's call in some abundance. Low drones are fine. Low drones are good for the vagus nerve activation. Om Shri MahaLakshmayai Namaha. 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 So welcoming the silence in once more. And imagining Lakshmi pouring. She's often depicted with coins coming out of her hands, like dropping down from the heavens to the earth below. So imagining her pouring down her blessings of abundance on us all. Okay, we're going to get to one of my favorite goddesses, Durga. Durga is the goddess who takes us from fear to empowerment. And when we take refuge in her, which is what this mantra invites or invokes, it means that she will protect us and keep us safe, and she'll go out and fight the battles. She's a great warrior. She'll go out and fight the battles on our behalf. So the mantra is, oh good, great question. The Dum, I'm about to get there. So the Om Shri, Shri is the luminosity and the blessings and the, of the goddess. Dum is the Bija mantra for Durga, this goddess that we're chanting to. Yes. And remember, if you want to make it tantric, which I invite you to do, you can use the Anuswara pronunciation, which is not Dum, but Dong. If you use that nasal sound, Dong. Now, I was first introduced to really connecting with her Shakti and her mantra at a temple in Varanasi when I was in India. And whenever I chant this mantra, it always reminds me of the bells, and they'd have these big iron bells. And so, Om Shri Dum Durgayai Namaha. So I want you to think of the bells actually being struck as you chant each of the words of the mantra. Okay, so each word is Om, Sri Dum Durgayai. That word is Durgayai Namaha. And I love it. I'm going to just imagine that I can hear the percussion coming in with the tambourine. Thank you. I love it. Yes, we can clap to God, we can sing to God, we can dance to God, we can do all sorts of things. So make food for God. All of that can be part of our worship and celebration. So we're going to use our voices this time. Om Sri Dum Durgayai Namaha. 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 Om Sri Dum Durgayai Durgayai Namaha. Om Sri Dum 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 Durgayai Namaha. Returning back to the stillness again. Feeling the power of the mantra resonate through you. So for the next, for 9 days, people all around the world for Navaratri, 9 nights of the goddess, are going to be chanting to Durga. So there's a lot of focus, not only with us practicing here tonight, but people all around the world chanting to Durga. And there are lots of very complicated mantras you can chant to all of these deities, but I picked very simple ones so that it's easy for us just to dive into the flow of each of the mantras. These bejas, which contain the whole seed and the whole power of the goddess in that one line, which makes it really potent, which is why we've been chanting those. And to cap it off, we're going to chant to Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya. So it's this last mantra that I put at the top. Just so that we don't get too Shaktified, we'll add the great yogi Shiva, who meditates on one leg. We will invite him to join our practice tonight. Words are Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya, Om. Let's finish with 3 ohms. Inhale. Last one. Resting back into the silence, gently closing your eyes. Feeling the protection of the sacred masculine, Shiva himself, coming to hold you as you take refuge in him.